Americans are socially passive. They're tired. They actually appreciate when someone else plans things.
So it's not that they don't like me, it's just that they're lazy.
Or just completely overwhelmed. If you wait for them, you will wait forever. You have to be the engine.
Okay. Okay. I want to start today with a very specific image.
Let's do it.
And for a lot of people listening, this isn't going to require much imagination because it might literally be your life right now.
Which is always the best place to start.
Exactly. So, picture this. You move to America, maybe for a job, maybe for school. You've been here, say, 6 months. You've got the basics down. You have a job. You found a decent apartment. You know which grocery store has the good produce. You can even order your complex coffee without, having a panic attack.
Right. You're functional. You have survived the logistics of it all.
You've arrived.
Yeah.
But then it's Saturday afternoon, maybe 2 p.m. You're on your couch, scrolling your phone, and you just hit this wall. You realize you have absolutely no one to call.
Oof. Yeah. That specific kind of silence.
It's deafening, right? You realize you don't actually have friends. You have coworkers who are polite, a neighbor who waves, but you have 0 people you can just call and say, hey, I'm bored, want to come over and do nothing.
And this is usually where the confusion really kicks in, right? Because you're probably thinking, but everyone is so nice to me.
Yes. That is the paradox. And that's what's so crazy-making. The barista chaps you up. People smile on the street. The cashier asks about your weekend with all this enthusiasm.
So your brain is getting all these signals like, okay, people like me, I'm being accepted.
But then nothing happens. You just feel so isolated in the sea of smiling faces.
It's incredibly disorienting. And I think we need to start by just validating that feeling. If this is you, it is not just you. It is not because you're doing something wrong.
It feels personal, though. It feels like, what is wrong with me?
Of course it does. But if you look at the data, Americans are feeling this too. We are in the middle of what researchers are calling a friendship recession.
A recession? That sounds, serious.
It is. The stats are actually pretty alarming. The number of American adults who say they have 0 close friends, 0, has quadrupled since the 1990s.
Quadrupled. That is wild.
It's a systemic problem. The whole system for making friends in America is, well, it's kind of broken for everyone, locals included.
Okay.
So our mission for this deep dive is to figure out why. We're going to decode the difference between being friendly and actually being friends, because in America, those are 2 completely different sports.
Different sports, different rules, different uniforms.
Exactly. And we're going to give you the roadmap, maybe even the cheat codes, to actually building a real circle.
I love cheat codes. Okay, let's dive into that first trap, the whole friendly versus friends thing, because I feel like this is where all the heartbreak happens.
It is. It's the single most dangerous cultural trap. See, in many cultures, and, parts of Europe, Latin America, warmth is a signal. If I'm warm to you, if I smile, it means I am open to a relationship. We're starting something.
Right. It's the entry point. Warmth equals a chance at intimacy.
But in America, warmth isn't a signal of intimacy. It's a signal of politeness. It's almost like a customer service mindset for daily life.
Yeah.
Americans value making people feel welcome in the moment.
But there's no promise of the future.
None. Absolutely no promise.
So when the barista asks what I'm up to this weekend, they don't actually care. That feels a little fake.
They want the 30 seconds you spend together to be pleasant. They want a smooth interaction. They definitely do not want to get coffee later and hear about your problems.
Okay, that is a hard pill to swallow.
It feels fake if you're using a different cultural decoder ring. But this leads to the one phrase that confuses everybody. You have a great conversation with someone at a party, and as they're leaving, they say,
you should hang out sometime.
The dreaded, we should hang out. And then crickets.
What is happening there? Are they lying?
Not on purpose. But you have to translate it. When an American says, we should hang out, what they usually mean is, I really enjoyed talking to you right here, right now.
It's a comment on the present, not a plan for the future.
Precisely. It's like saying good game at the end of a match. It does not mean let's play again tomorrow.
Okay, let's role play this. Let's do the wrong way first. I'll be the American.
Okay, I'm the excited newcomer.
It was so great meeting you. I'll text you. We should totally do this again.
Okay, great. I will wait for your message. When were you thinking? I'm free Tuesday.
Yeah. Even just hearing you say that, I feel the awkwardness. I feel cornered. I didn't actually have a date in mind. I was just trying to leave the party gracefully.
Exactly. You took, I'll text you, literally. In America, I'll text you is often just a polite way to end a conversation without it feeling, abrupt.
So what's the right way? Do I just ignore it?
You just gently hit the ball back over the net. Don't rush it.
Okay, let's try it again. It was so great meeting you. We should totally do this again.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Have a good one.
And then you just walk away.
You walk away. If they text, fantastic. If they don't, you haven't lost face. You understood the code.
That makes sense, but it still feels like there's this invisible wall. You get to the friendly stage instantly, but getting past it to actual friendship seems impossible.
That's because you're running into what I call the tier system.
The tier system. Okay, this sounds official.
It's unspoken, but it's very, very rigid. And understanding it explains why you can know someone for a year and still not really know them.
So break down the tiers for us.
Okay, so tier 1. Acquaintances. These are the people you recognize. You know their first name. You say, how's it going? But you definitely don't know their problems.
The neighbors, the coworkers, the other parents at school drop off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Safe, polite, distant. Then you have tier 2, and this is maybe the most American one, the activity friend.
Oh, I feel like I have a lot of these.
Most of us do. This is your running buddy, your work lunch friend. The friendship is entirely dependent on the activity.
So the glue holding it together is the activity itself, not the people.
Correct. And here's the brutal part. If you quit the running club or you change jobs, you will likely never see that person again.
That is so true. I've had work best friends where we talked every single day. Then I left the job and nothing. Maybe a LinkedIn like once a year.
And in many other cultures, that's baffling, right? But here, the friendship serves a function. Once the function is gone, the friendship just sort of evaporates.
Almost transactional.
It's compartmentalized.
Yeah.
And then finally, you have tier 3, actual friends, the people you call when you're upset.
And the reality is most adults here have very, very few of these.
Very few.
But why? I mean, why is that jump from activity friend to real friend so hard?
It's not because Americans are cold. It's because of the environment. There are like 4 huge structural barriers that keep us isolated.
Okay, let's go through them. Because understanding the barriers helps you not take it so personally.
Barrier 1, mobility.
Yeah.
The average American moves 11 times in their life.
11 times. Wow.
It's incredibly high.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine what that does to your brain. You learn to make connections quickly, but you also learn that they might be temporary. You don't put down deep roots.
It's a survival mechanism. You plant flowers, not oak trees, if you know you're leaving soon.
Exactly. Barrier 2 is the death of third places.
Okay, what's a third place?
It's a term from sociology. So your first place is home. Second place is work. Third places are cafes, pubs, parks, places where you just exist and bump into people without a plan.
Like the bar in Cheers.
Yes. But in reality, suburbia and car culture have killed them. We go from our garage into our car, drive to work, drive back to our garage. We're sealed in these little bubbles.
You're right. There's almost no casual, unplanned interaction. I never just bump into people.
Which leads to barrier number 3, busyness culture.
Oh, this is the big one. The I'm so busy badge of honor.
Right. In America, being busy is a status symbol. Ask someone how they are.
Good, busy, crazy busy, slammed. It's automatic.
So scheduling a simple coffee feels like a military operation. Let me check my calendar for next month. The energy it takes just to see a friend is incredibly high.
It's exhausting just thinking about it.
Exactly. And the fourth one is individualism. We pride ourselves on not needing help. In many cultures, friendship is practical. You need your neighbor to watch the kids or help you with your car.
You're forced to interact.
Here, we just hire a service or do it ourselves. We buy our independence. But when you don't need people for survival, building relationships for purely emotional reasons is actually, well, it's a lot harder.
That is such a fascinating point. We've basically outsourced the village.
We have. And now we're lonely.
Okay, so the deck is stacked against us. But people do make friends. So how do we beat this system?
You have to build a friendship funnel. There's a method to it, but you have to be intentional. It's not going to just happen organically like it did in college.
Walk us through the funnel. Step 1.
Step 1 is repeated unplanned contact. This is crucial. You cannot make a friend by meeting them once. You need to be in a place where you see the same faces again and again without having to schedule it.
So joining a sports league, a dog park, a volunteer group?
Dog parks are gold. But yes, you need that familiarity first. Then you move to step 2, the casual invite. And you have to use the group invite.
Why a group specifically?
Because a one-on-one invite raises the stakes. It feels like a date. It's high pressure. Let's role play it again.
Okay. I'm the potential friend. Do the high-pressure way first.
Hey, I was wondering if you wanted to go to dinner with me on Friday night.
Whoa. Okay. My brain is already spinning. Is this a date? What if we run out of things to say? That feels heavy. I might say no just to avoid the anxieties.
Exactly. Too much pressure. Now let's try the casual group invite.
Okay, ready?
Hey, a few of us are going to that taco place after work. You should come.
Oh, way easier. Yeah, sure, I'll swing by.
See the difference? A few of us means safety.
Mm.
And you should come assumes you're welcome instead of do you want to come, which demands a decision.
That's a subtle but really powerful shift. You should come.
It lowers the barrier to entry so much.
Okay, so I went to tacos. It was fun. Now what?
Step 3, the one-on-one test. This is the scary part. Eventually, you have to peel off from the group. Hey, want to grab coffee this weekend? This signals real intent. I like you specifically.
And this is where most potential friendships die, right? No one makes the move.
Yes, because we all fear rejection. But here's the math you need to know. It takes roughly 50 hours of FaceTime to become casual friends,
50 hours.
and about 200 hours to become close friends.
200 hours? That's a lot of coffee.
It is. And that's why one good conversation isn't enough. You need volume. This is why joining a kickball league is better than just trying to meet people at random events. You need the structure to force those hours to add up.
You're automating the FaceTime.
Exactly. And eventually, after you put in the hours, you get to step 5, vulnerability.
This is the jump from activity friend to real friend.
Right. To cross that bridge, you have to share a struggle. The moment you say, honestly, I'm having a tough time at work, you're testing the waters for real friendship.
If they share something back, you're in. If they just awkwardly change the subject.
Then they stay an activity friend. And that's okay too.
I want to get into some of the rules nobody tells you, because there's some unwritten rules here that trip people up constantly.
The biggest one, the initiative rule. If you're the newcomer, you must be the one to follow up.
Ugh. I hate this rule. It feels so one-sided. Like, why do I have to do all the work?
I know, it feels unfair. You think, if they liked me, they would text me. But
Yeah.
you have to remember the busyness culture. Americans are socially passive. They're tired. They actually appreciate when someone else plans things.
So it's not that they don't like me, it's just that they're lazy.
Or just completely overwhelmed. If you wait for them, you will wait forever. You have to be the engine.
Okay, the friendship tax, I can pay it. But what if I send the text and they cancel?
The cancellation test. A classic.
It feels like a straight-up rejection.
It might be. But you have to listen to how they cancel. There's a formula.
Because the formula.
If they say, something came up, so sorry, and that's it. That is a soft rejection. Don't push it.
Okay, so no counteroffer means no.
But if they say, something came up, can we rain check for next Tuesday? That's gold. The rain check is the key. If they offer a new time, they're still interested.
Got it. Look for the counteroffer. What about the 3 to 5 rule?
This is about patience. It takes 3 to 5 distinct hangouts for an American to mentally recategorize you from acquaintance to friend.
So you have to power through the awkwardness of those first few meetings.
You have to grind it out. Consistency beats intensity. You don't have to be super charming. You just have to show up.
I love that. Okay, let's do a quick phrase decoder segment. I'll throw some common American phrases at you, and you tell us what they really mean.
Let's do it.
Phrase 1. I'm so bad at texting.
Classic. Translation. Yeah. I see your messages, but I'm overwhelmed. Do not take my slow response personally, but also don't expect it to change.
So it's a disclaimer. They're managing expectations.
Exactly.
Okay, phrase 2. I have my people.
Ooh, that's a tough one. It means my social calendar is full. I'm content with my current circle. I'm not really looking for new friends right now.
Brutal, but good to know. Stop wasting your energy there.
For sure. Move on.
Okay, last one. Let me check my calendar.
In a social context, it's often a stall tactic. It buys them time to figure out if they actually want to go or to come up with a good excuse.
Or to ask their partner if they're free.
Right. It's a delay.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. Because for all the grim stats and the flaking, there is a silver lining here, right? You mentioned chosen family.
There's a huge silver lining. Because Americans are so mobile and often live far from their relatives, we have this deep cultural appreciation for chosen family.
Like Friendsgiving.
Exactly. Thanksgiving is for family, but millions of Americans do Friendsgiving. Because we don't have that village built in, we build our own. And when you finally break through those barriers, American friendships can be incredibly deep, ride-or-die bonds.
High effort, but high reward.
Very high reward.
So if we zoom out, the big picture is what?
The big picture is this. If you're lonely, it's the system, not you. You're fighting against mobility, geography, and a culture of busyness. But you can't change the system, so you have to learn how to hack it.
So what's the one actionable thing listeners should do this week?
Be the one to send the follow-up text, even if it feels vulnerable. Swallow your pride and send it. And find one place, a volunteer group, a club, where you can get that repeated, unplanned contact. Stop hunting for friends and start farming for them.
I love that. Farming for friends. And I think my
Yeah.
biggest takeaway is just separating the behavior from the relationship.
Right. Friendly is a behavior. Friendship is a history. Don't confuse the two, and you won't get your feelings hurt.
That is such a clarifying way to put it. Just because they're smiling doesn't mean you're besties.
But if you put in the 200 hours, you can get there.
Well, this has actually been surprisingly hopeful. I feel like I'm going to text that guy from the gym.
Use the group invite.
Freaking tacos, I'm on it.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive, everyone. Hopefully your Saturday afternoons just got a little less quiet. See you next time.